Come in.
Hi, Jenny. How are you doing today?
I'm good.
Good. So my name is Cindy. I'm an occupational therapy student. So today I'm going to be performing a range of motion assessment. Basically what that is, it's going to be assessing all of your arm movements in different directions in which you use on your typical daily activities. So that's going to require me to use my hands on you, if that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so why don't we go ahead and get started. But first, are you experiencing any pain? And if you are, how would you rate your pain from 0 to 10? 0 being no pain at all, to 10 being a lot of pain.
No, I don't have any pain. 0.
Alright, perfect. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be assessing for scapula. So I'm just going to go ahead and put your hair back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And then, good, you're sitting up straight. I'm just going to put my hands right here behind your scapula, your shoulder. And I'm going to be moving your shoulder up and down, okay?
Okay.
Going up, down, up, down. Okay, good. So now I'm going to bring your arm forward, just put it under my arm, and then I'm going to bring your scapula forward and then back. Forward, back. Any pain?
No, no pain.
Okay. Alright, so if you can, why don't you go ahead and lay down for me?
Okay.
I want you to face your pillows.
Got it.
Okay. So, what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be placing my hand behind your scapula, and then on your shoulder. I'm going to be going in an upward rotation. Okay, perfect. Why don't you go ahead and sit back up? Starting with your shoulder, I'm going to bring it all the way up to the ceiling and then all the way back down. But first, it's going to have your arm like this, making sure that your thumb is facing up. Okay? I'm going to lift all the way up to the ceiling. Okay, and all the way back down. Alright, good. And then why don't you go ahead and sit on your side. Okay, perfect. I'm going to place my hand here, and I'm going to be bringing your arm back. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. All the way back. Okay, so now what I want you to do, can you turn your hand this way? Okay, perfect. So now I'm going to be bringing your arm all the way to the side. Okay? And then all the way back down. Okay? Now I'm just going to bring it back up till here. And I'm going to be crossing your arm across your chest. Okay, good. Okay, you can relax just a little bit now. Okay. How are you feeling?
Good, good.
Alright.
No pain.
So now I'm just going to lift up your arm, and I'm going to be moving your arm up and then down. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, good. Okay, you can relax. So we're going to move on to your elbow. So what we're going to do, we're going to do a bicep curl. So I'm going to be moving your arm towards your shoulder. Alright, and I'm going to extend it. Now I'm going to hand you a pen, and I'll be moving your arm inward and then outward. In, out. Okay, good. So now we're going to be moving down to your wrist and then your hand. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be moving your wrist side to side. Okay? And let me know if you're experiencing any pain. Now I'm going to flip your hand like this, And now I'm going to be moving I'm going to see if your wrist can go in and then out. Okay. I'm going to switch. Alright, so now I'm just going to flip your hand. I'm going to see if you can open your fingers out and then in. Okay. So I'm going to be going out, in, out, in, out, in, and then your thumb. Out, in. Okay. And go ahead and turn your hand. Okay, so now I'm going to see if you can curl your finger like that. So starting with your index finger, and to see if you can bend it, okay? And then just moving down towards the tip of your finger. Okay, we're going to do the thumb. I'm going to see, flex, bend. Okay, now we're going to flip over your hand. Just I want to see if you are able to move your finger all the way back. We're going to be doing the same motion, so I'm going to hold on to here, bring it back, and then moving down to the tip of your finger. Okay. I'm going to see if your pinky and your thumb can touch one another. So, let's see. Okay, pinky, ring finger, middle finger, and index finger. All right. Hi, Virginia. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Good. So it was great seeing you last time. So today we will be doing a manual muscle testing. Basically, that's going to test for your strength that you need on your daily activities. So, are you experiencing any pain right now?
No pain.
Okay, good. So basically, the manual muscle testing, I'm going to be doing the same movements that we did on our previous assessment. But this time I'm going to be applying some resistance on you throughout the motions, okay? All right, so why don't we go ahead and get started. So can you lift up your shoulders up to your ear, like a scrunch? Okay, good. All right, so I'm just going to, if you can release just a little, I'm going to bring it midway, and I'm going to be applying resistance now, okay? All right, so I'm just going to move your hair back. Okay, so as I apply resistance, don't let me move you, okay? So why don't you go ahead and try to scrunch? Okay, good. So that's a 5, which is within normal range. Okay? All right, so now why don't you go ahead and lay down on your back.
Okay.
Okay, so now this time, I want you to try to touch the tip of your shoulder. Okay? And this time you're going to try to reach up to the ceiling, just like that. Okay, nice. Okay, release to bring it halfway. All right. I'm going to apply some resistance now, okay? Don't let me move you. Go ahead. Touch the ceiling again. All right. That's within 5. Now,
can you lay on your belly?
Okay, and what you're going to be doing, you're going to touch the tip of your shoulder, like so. Okay. And what you're going to be doing is you're going to try to touch your shoulder blades. Okay? Okay, ready? Okay, go ahead. All right, good. Okay, now release just a little. I'm going to bring it halfway. And now I'm going to be applying some resistance, okay? So don't let me move you. Go ahead. Okay, good. So that's within 5. So that's within normal range. Okay, moving on to your shoulder. what I want you to do, I want you to try to raise your arm all the way up to the ceiling with your thumb pointing up.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, now I'm going to be moving your arm midway like this, and I'm going to be applying some resistance. Alright, so you're going to try to reach up to the ceiling again. Don't let me move you. Go ahead. Okay, good. So why don't you go ahead and switch to the side. And we're going to be doing the same thing, but now this time I want you to try to bring your arm back as much as you can, like so.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. Alright, now just release. I'm going to bring it midpoint. Now I'm going to be applying some resistance. So why don't you go ahead and reach back. Don't let me move you. Okay, good. So that was a score of 5, which is within normal range.
Okay.
So now what I want you to do is I want you to try to bring your arm outward with your thumb facing up. Okay, good, just like this. Alright. And what I want you to do is I want you to try to bring your arm across your chest like this. Okay, so why don't you go ahead and try. Alright. Now I'm going to bring it halfway. Okay. This. Okay. And now you're going to be doing the same motion, so try to bring your arm across your chest again, but this time I'm going to be applying some resistance, okay? So go ahead. Alright, good. Relax.
Mm-hmm.
Now, can you lay on your tummy?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, good. And what I want you to do, I want you to try to bend your arm just a little bit. Okay, good. So now this time, you're going to try to reach back as much as you can. Okay, good. So I'm just going to bring it halfway. Okay. So now I'm going to be applying some resistance, so don't try to reach back again. Don't let me move you. Okay. Good. Now we're going to keep your elbow bent like this. And what I want you to do is I want you to try to bring your arm towards that way. So you're going to, there you go. Try again. Okay. Now I'm going to bring it midpoint. Okay. Now I'm going to be applying some resistance. Okay. So try to go towards that direction. Don't let me move you. Alright. Now we're going to move forward. Okay, so try to bring your arm forward now. Okay, and I'm going to bring it midway. And now I'm going to apply some resistance. Don't let me move you. Okay, good. So that was A5, which is within normal range. Okay, moving down to your elbow now. So what I want you to do, I want you to try to touch your shoulder.
Okay.
Okay, so why don't you go ahead. Alright, and now I'm going to be moving it halfway. So I'm going to be applying some resistance, okay? So
Okay.
why don't you go ahead and try to bend your elbow again. Okay, good. Okay, now I want you to try to touch the tip of your shoulder and then bring it back up. And then with your hand, try to touch the ceiling. Okay. I'm going to bring it halfway, and I'm going to be applying some resistance. So why don't you go ahead and do the same motion, but don't let me move you, okay? Go ahead. Okay, good. That's a 5. We're gonna go ahead and move on to your forearm. So I want you to try to extend. Okay, there you go. And what I want you to do, I want you to do this motion. So from here to here. Okay, now I want you to go from here back. Okay, good. So now I'm going to be turning your arm like this. Now I'm going to be applying some resistance, okay? So don't let me move you. Okay. Now I want you to turn your palm facing down.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. Okay. I'm going to bring it here. I'm going to be applying some resistance. So try to bring your palm inward again. Don't let me move you. Okay, good. Next movement, I want you to try to bring your thumb all the way towards your forearm. Okay? So now I'm just going to bring it halfway. And I'm going to be applying some resistance, okay? So go ahead, don't let me move you. Alright. Okay, so for the next movement, I want you to try to bring your arm up next to your shoulder like this. And I want you to try to your pinky touch your forearm as much as you can. Okay, good. Now I'm going to bring it midway. Alright. And I'm going to be applying some resistance. So don't let me move you. Okay, good. That was a 5. Now we're going to be moving on to hand. So what I want you to do, I want you to try to bring your hand all the way back as much as you can. Okay? I'm going to bring it halfway. Alright. Now I'm going to be applying some resistance. Don't let me move you. Go ahead. Okay. Now I'm going to flip your hand. And I want you to curl your hand all the way up as much as you can. Okay. Now I'm going to halfway. Alright. And don't let me move you. Okay. Good. Now I'm going to see if you can extend your finger all the way back. So why don't you go ahead and do that for me. Okay, good. Now I'm going to be applying some resistance. So why don't you go ahead, put it halfway. And I'm going, why don't you go ahead and do the same motion, but don't let me move you, okay? Go ahead. Okay. I'm going to be moving down to your finger. Go ahead, try to bring your finger up. Okay, halfway. I'm going to be applying resistance. Don't let me move you. Okay. And last one, try to bring the tip of your finger up. Okay. Don't let me move you. Okay. Good. That was a 5 within normal range. So now I want you to try to do a thumbs up for me. Okay. You're going to release like that. And then I'm going to be applying some resistance. Okay, so try to, don't let me move you. So try to bring your thumb up. Okay, good. What I want you to try to do is I want you to try to bend your finger all the way in. Okay, good. Now I'm going to be applying some resistance. So I'm going to move it halfway. I'm going to be applying resistance, so don't let me move you. Okay, now going down towards your fingertip. I want you to try to bend your finger again. Okay, move it halfway. And I'm going to be applying some resistance, okay? Don't let me move you. Okay, now towards the tip of your finger, try to curl up. Okay, good. Tip it halfway. Don't let me move you. Okay, good. Bring your thumb all the way up as much as you can. Okay. And just release a little. Okay. And now try to, I'm going to be applying some resistance, so don't let me move you. Okay. And I want you to try to bend your thumb, curl your thumb in. Okay, good. And I'm going to put it halfway here. Okay, don't let me move you. Okay, good. So now I want you to try to bend your arm like so. And you're going to drop your thumb down and you're going to try to bring your thumb up to the rest of your fingers. Okay? Alright, so release and put it halfway. Okay. So I'm going to be applying some resistance and try to bring your finger towards your finger. Don't let me move you. Okay. That's a 5. just within normal range. Okay? Alright, relax your hand. Alright, so now bring your thumb all the way up, like thumbs up. Okay. Now release. Alright, so I'm going to be applying some resistance. So try to bring your thumb up. Don't let me move you. Okay. I'm going to go down. Okay. Halfway. Try to bring your thumb up. Don't let me move you. Okay. Now the tip of your thumb, try to extend your thumb back. Don't let me move you. Okay. Good. Alright. So now I want to see if you can open your fingers out and then in. Okay. So we're going to flip your hand like this. And I want to see if your pinky can open and then bring it towards your ring finger again. Okay. So I'm going to be applying some resistance. So don't let me move you, okay? Try to bring your pinky towards your ring finger. Alright. Okay, now the same thing with your ring finger. Try to touch your middle finger. Okay. And put it halfway. I'm going to be applying resistance, so go ahead, don't let me move you. Okay, now can you flip your hand like this? Okay. And same thing, so now with your index finger, I want you to try to bring it towards your middle finger. Okay. And I'm going to be applying some resistance, so try to bring your index finger towards your middle, so don't let me move you. Alright, so that was just bringing your fingers from out to in. Now we're going to do the opposite. So we're going to start from in to out. Okay, good. So why don't you go ahead and flip your hand. Okay. And you're going to start from your pinky touching your ring finger towards the outside. Okay. Alright, and go ahead, I'm going to be applying resistance, so don't let me move you. Okay, that's a 5. Now same thing for your ring finger. I want it to start from your middle, touching your middle finger, towards out. Alright, put it halfway. And I'm going to be applying some resistance. Don't let me move you. Go ahead. Okay. Now we're going to switch. Same thing. So you're going to start from your index finger touching your middle finger and then out. Okay. And put it halfway. And I'm going to be applying some resistance, so don't let me move you. Okay. Now for your middle finger, you're going to flip your hand like this. Okay. And you're going to try to connect your middle finger towards your ring finger. So then go ahead and do that for me. Okay. And I'm going to be applying some resistance, so don't let me move you. Okay. Same thing. Now your middle finger touching your index finger. Okay. And then I'm going to be applying some resistance. Don't let me move you. Alright, so that's a 5. Alright, so now I want to see if your pinky can touch your thumb like this. And I'm going to try to separate them, but try to maintain your pinky and your thumb together.
Okay.
Okay, so don't let me move you. Okay, now go ahead and try it with your ring finger and your thumb now. Okay, going to be applying some resistance. Don't let me move you. Alright, now your middle and your thumb. Okay, going to apply some resistance. Don't let me move you. Okay, and then your index and your thumb. Okay, don't let me move you. Alright, well that's all for today, Virginia. So do you have any questions for me?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay, well I'll see you next time, okay?
Thank you.